Hello and welcome to Let's Play Space Quest 6, Roger Wilco and the Spinal Frontier. Oddly, this game takes its subtitle from Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, which is widely regarded as one of the worst in that series. Will Space Quest 6 do better than its namesake? Near namesake. Let's find out. When we left off in Space Quest V, Roger had just saved the galaxy again from Captain Quark and the Pukoid mutants. He had rescued the SDS Goliath and all of its crew, except for Captain Quark, who was one of the Pukoid mutants. He had rescued Ambassador Beatrice Blankmeister, the woman from Space Quest 4 in his future. And, having saved the day yet again, the future looks bright for Roger Wilco. Let's see what happens here. Maybe he'll get a bigger, better ship. Maybe he'll get a better garbage scout. Who knows?
The Starcon Federation has reached its decision. Roger Wilco, please step forward. Roger Wilco, you have been judged guilty of the following crimes: abandoning your post, deviating from mission parameters, misuse of Starcon property, disintegrating a fellow officer, perpetrating a sequel without authorization, and consorting with a female of higher rank. Do you have anything to say for yourself before we pronounce sentence?
Can't you guys take a joke?
Do you have anything intelligent to say for yourself before we pronounce sentence?
Nope.
Very well. It is the opinion of this tribunal that as punishment for your crimes against the Starcon Federation, you are to be decommissioned. You are hereby stripped of the rank of captain. You are no longer an officer of the Starcon Federation. Your enrollment at Starcon Academy is hereby terminated. However, due to your successful return of the SCS Eureka, your rescue of the Goliath's crew, and the fact that nobody gets rid of stubborn mildew stains and black heel marks as well as you do, we are returning you to your former post with Starcon Fleet. You are hereby ordered to resume your duties immediately as janitor second class on board the SCS Deep Ship 86.
Attention all hands. This is your commander speaking. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your fine performance during our recent episode, A Stitch in Time Saves Gamma 9. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As a gesture of appreciation, we're putting in for shore leave on Polysorbate 60. Enjoy yourselves, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Kilbasa out.
Meanwhile, in a deserted warehouse just outside the galaxy...
I don't care how you do it, gentlemen, so long as his body is intact. Do you understand?
Yes, we got it. Yes, right. Yes, right.
Good. Now, I believe you'll find him here, on Polysorbate 60, on shore leave.
Okay, I'm ready. Energize!
As we join our hero, Roger Wilco, he has just been transported to the surface of Polysorbate 60 to enjoy a little shore leave. Apparently, there was a minor glitch in the process. Well, at least you got here with all your important parts, your hands, your mouth, and your stomach.
Oh, great! Real wonderful. Nice beam job, you metallic piece of scrap. Jeez, this is snug. Real snug. You know, it actually makes me feel kind of good. I remember when I used to wear my mom's... well, never mind. No time for nostalgia. I've got a serious extraction problem to work out first.
Alright, now that they're finally done talking. So we've got to wait for a certain robot to come past us and use him as a fulcrum to get out of here. So while we're waiting, let's take a look around at a few things.
That's an interesting piece of hardware. Your normally dim power of recollection actually recalls having seen a picture of one of these in the ship library. Get this, it's called a bike. People used to actually get on these and use their own muscles to achieve locomotion. What losers. Upon closer inspection, you notice some sort of ID card hanging on the frame.
Space Quest V: The Next Mutation is playing at the cinema.
Rats! The cinema appears to be closed. You were really hoping to see Tango and Cash 27.
And you can hear narrator Gary Owens chuckle as he says Tango and Cash 27. You can hear the narrator, the voice chuckle in the previous, the intro as well, for the lines.
Thank you, my good man. Yikes, I hope everything came out with me.
Alright, and because that sequence involves a whole bunch of annoying waiting, we're just going to save here. So if the game freezes again, I can start at this point instead of having to watch the introduction again and wait for the robots to come up. Now,
You'd think, if indeed you did, that a guy with the skin quality of a pachyderm wouldn't have a problem with this climate.
Space Quest 5 or Space Quest 6 is not my favorite of the series. Sierra did a number of things rather well with this game. They also did a number of things kind of annoying. And the graphics are high resolution compared to the previous entries in the series. The SCI 1 games tended to be 320 by 200 pixels with 256 colors. I think we're still 256 colors, but I think we're now at 640 by 480 pixel width. Let's explore. Nice sharp icons down here, and it's actually got scrollable text, so you can go back and see previous messages up to a certain point.
Another Orion's Belt franchise. That's one place you have yet to be banished from. I'll bet that's the finest neon sculpture on the whole corner. Ah, an arcade. You haven't been in an arcade in at least a sequel or two. How cute. It has a really big replica of a coin slot.
Of course, we visited an arcade in Space Quest 4.
This guy looks friendly now. Try to keep it that way. It's one of those new Kodrak mobile photo booths. I heard they were beta testing those.
Wait. It's one of them. Okay, he didn't say it looks like one of those.
You pop a coin in the slot and climb on in.
All right, I'm looking pretty good. Fire away. There's got to be an optics problem with that machine. I look partially digested.
Good thing you didn't opt for that second set of prints after all. Guess that guy won't be filing any complaints with the Portable Business Association.
Okay. Here's the other screen we have access to here.
Interesting. She appears to be waiting for someone. She might be one of those professional ladies your mom told you about. She says, "Scrump off, you little felchmonger." You could never have enough Buckazoids, mop breath. Let's not, and say we did.
Those two look like people my mom warned me about. I think I should avoid them.
Not a good idea.
Alright, but here we have an inn that has a vacancy. So I suppose our first thing to do upon arriving at a new location is to try to secure lodging. One of the things that annoys me about Space Quest 6 is these random animations that just take control away from you and just take forever. Which annoys during replays because you've already seen it once.
He seems to be ignoring you.
Excuse me. I'd like a room, please.
Really? I mean, really? Well, I think we've got one or two for a couple of $100 Buckazoids a night. In advance, you understand.
I believe I have a prepaid reservation provided me by StarCon.
I got no reservations from any StarCon. I got no reservations, period. I do a cash business. You want a room, cough out the Buckazoids.
So that's, 200. Well, okay.
200? Don't you listen, son? I said 300. That's 300 a night. And I don't include any weird pets. Them's extra.
I could have sworn you said...
You calling me a liar? I don't need no guff from the likes of you. This is the finest lodging on the planet, son. If you don't like the prices, you can just take your sorry, pinkish carcass out of here.
Well, 300? Okay, but give me your finest room then.
The finest room. Yeah, right. You got it, buckaroo. Best in the house. Coming right up. Pay up, and we're in business.
Ah, this place still has those old-style ray projection infomercial viewers. What rubes. Nice place, if you're a fan of dives. Those are some interesting-looking dudes. Must be a couple of real losers, since they seem to be dateless. Of course, that won't be a problem for you once word gets around that you've hit the planet. Can you believe he actually thinks that? That's the manager of this little slice of heaven. He looks like he's an expert on energy conservation. Mainly his. At some time in a life that might have existed eons ago, these ghosts of flora past might have been called plants.
Alright, what else do we have in our inventory? We have the
Pretty
photo strip
cool looking, huh?
from that photo booth thing.
It's your trusty whisk broom and dustpan.
That we beamed down with for some bizarre reason. The lady and her associate have left.
Upon
There's an
grabbing
ID
the
card.
ID card, you notice the picture on it is of a rather homely-looking alien type. Guess everyone can't be as fortunate as you.
So now, if we go in here, it looks like a security ID card.
It's the alien ID you snagged from that rusty bike. That's a fairly hideous picture of the former owner. It makes the average Department of Motor Vehicles photographer look like Ansel Adams. You quite cleverly paste your picture over the old one on the ID card.
Okay. So we need 300 buckazoids in order to have a hotel room.
Hey!
I wonder if you... Nah, what was I thinking?
Hey!
Buddy, maybe you can help me out. I'm trying to track down this Ender Droid. I'm an Ender Droid runner. I know it don't look so hot, but I'm in disguise, you know?
In disguise? Yeah, you do look disguised. I just don't know what like. Hey, here's a tip. Think seriously about a flea dip.
I could really use your help getting this one. I've had a hell of a time tracking him down. You've gotta help me. Tell you what, if you can find and immobilize this bionic beer opener, it's worth 50 buckazoids to you. What do you say to that? I've scoured this dung heap and haven't seen synthetic hide nor hair of him. All that's left to check is that bar. I'd go in there myself, you see, but I've had a little misunderstanding with the management. No biggie. I'm sure it'll blow over soon. Anyway, can you help me out? What do you say? 50 buckazoids. And if you don't mind me saying it, you look like you could use it. So how about it?
Well, I don't know. What's this Endodroid thing look like? And why do you want it?
Well, he's about your height, only maybe a few inches higher. And I'd say about your weight, give or take 60 pounds or so. But then that's just probably because of that stuff he's made of. Kind of a liquid metal thing, but that's not important. He's got a crew cut, and I think he was wearing a long, dark coat. Has a strange accent.
But why do you want him?
Oh, he made some people mad.
How?
Oh, I guess he sort of jumped out of his program and kind of killed and or mangled a score or so of co-workers and, more importantly, management personnel. A big no-no. No big deal. I just gotta take him in for analysis and processing. It could help pull me out of my, unfortunate cash flow situation. And most importantly, it can mean 50 buckazoids for you. What do you say?
Well, I could use the buckazoids. I'll see what I can do.
Great. You won't regret it. You're gonna need this data quarter. It's been modified to only be sensitive to certain unique components like droidium, something only an endrodroid would be composed of. This'll help you root him out. Good luck. Let me know when you've got him. Thanks. I gotta go check in with the home office. I'll check back out here a little later to see how you're coming along.
Okay, and we have our first side quest. 50 buckazoids isn't quite enough to win a new... It isn't enough for a night at the hotel, but maybe we can find something else to spend the money on and go from there. So we're going to call it quits here at a good place to stop, and we'll see you in the next episode for more Let's Play Space Quest 6. Thanks for watching.